The demand for station wagons has been on the upward trajectory, not only globally but also here in Kenya. Therefore, when you are shopping for a station wagon, there's a variety of options where you can choose from. You can choose the famous Toyota Fielder, or you can choose the Mazda Atenza, the station wagon, or you can also choose the Subaru Livogue. However, you can also cross to the European part and also take the Volvo V60 or the Audi A4, the station wagon. However, if you are looking for a car that offers efficiency, practicality, and it's also affordable, the Mark 7 Golf variant will be the best option for you. I'm your host, Joseph Njoroge, and let's take a dive and see why the 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant will be the best option for you to choose. When you look at the prima facie of the 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant, you have nice headlights that pop up to make this car look very bold and aggressive. When you flow down to the bumper, you have adaptive fog lights. They're adaptive in a way that if you light them at night and you steer to the right fog light will light, and if you steer to the left fog light will light, just to add a little more of brightness and show you where you are going. Also on the bumper, you have the adaptive cruise control sensor, which is hidden just right below the number plate. Also, to add a touch of German engineering, the silver lip flows into the headlights as it progresses its way from the front grille into the left and the right headlights. Under the hood of the 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant, we have a very small engine, a 1200cc turbocharged dual overhead camshaft engine that produces only about 105 horsepower. However, you are not only limited to the 1200cc engine. There are also 4 more engine options that come with this car. So please be careful and be keen as I tell you the other engine options, because things might get a little bit technical. So some of the other engine options that come with this car are the 1200cc, which we have here, the 1400cc petrol, and the 2000cc petrol. The diesel options come with the 2000cc diesel and the 1600cc diesel. The engine options that come with this car are the EA211, which is this engine, the 1200cc, and the same EA211 engine that has been souped up to 1400cc to give you about 148 horsepower. Now we have the holy grail of the engines, the EA888, the 2-liter petrol engine that comes with around 296 horsepower. However, that engine is not found in the Mark 7 Golf variant. It is found in the Mark 7 Golf R. The diesel options come with the EA189, the 1600cc turbo diesel injector engine that churns out around 150 horsepower, and the EA288, the 2-liter diesel engine that churns out around 200 horsepower thereabout. So the main common engine options that you get with the Mark 7 Golf variant are only 2. The 1200cc engine, which we have this one, and the 1400cc. However, on the Mark 7 Golf R, you get the EA888 2-liter turbocharged engine that comes with 296 horsepower. Mated to this engine, you can have 3 types of transmissions. It can either come with a 6-speed manual transmission, or it can come with a 7-speed DSG gearbox denoted by the code DQ200. Alternatively, it can also come with a 6-speed DSG gearbox denoted by the code DQ250. From the moment you close that door and step into the 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant, everything feels premium and luxurious. Now, when we're in the interior, we'll talk away from the driver's side as we progress into the passenger side. Let's start with the steering wheel. The 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant comes with a flat bottomed steering wheel. Behind the steering wheel, you have paddle shifters just to add that sense of sportiness when you put this car into manual mode. These paddle shifters shift the DSG gearbox manually, not like in other brands where you get a CVT gearbox and paddle shifters. When we progress into the steering wheel is telescopic, meaning you can move it downward or upward. However, you cannot move it inward or outward like in higher trims. So when we come into the speedometer, you have an analog rev counter and an analog speedometer. The speedometer goes all the way up to 260 kilometers, and the stocks feel well damped. On European cars, the headlights will be on the left hand side and the wipers will be on the right hand side. So ukipatiwa hii gari usiende kujaibisha. Also the headlights are also lit on the, you have a knob that lights the headlights where you can set it into auto or you can switch them manually. Also, when we come into the interior of the 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant, everything feels premium. You don't have scratchy plastics like you'll have in other cars. You have soft touch materials from the dashboard into the door card. Now let's progress ourselves into the center console and see what it has to offer. In the middle you have a 7-inch touch screen that you can play around with it and choose your radio, your media, or even you can check the car information system. When you come at the center console, you also have a dual climatic AC, meaning the passenger and the driver can set different temperatures depending on how they feel. You cannot disturb the driver with your temperature, and the driver will not disturb the passenger with their temperature. We said we'll talk about matters to do with the DSG. What does the DSG mean? DSG means direct shift gearbox. It is a fancy name that Volkswagen calls their dual clutch transmissions. How does this gearbox work? This gearbox has two clutch systems. One clutch shifts the odd number of gears and the second clutch shifts the even number of gears. Therefore, if you're in gear 1, the second clutch has already prepared for you the second gear. That's why the DSG gearbox is famous with rapid shifts. However, you have to maintain this gearbox. This gearbox is not like your ordinary CVT or your ordinary automatic transmission, because if you misuse this gearbox, it is going to be a painful mistake. So if the manufacturer says replace the DSG fluid at certain kilometers, do so. This car does not like to compromise. Also take this car to a VW specialist. This is not the car where you're going to take to your roadside mechanics to fix it for you. So let's progress down here, down on the center console. On the center console you have your automatic parking brake, and also you have an auto hold feature. What is auto hold? Auto hold is a technology by VW where if you're on a hill, you can engage auto hold and the car will hold itself and it will not roll back. This is handy, especially if you are in traffic. This car also comes with voice command. So let's try and see how this voice command works. Hope this time haitaniangusha. So let's try.
A few moments later.
As we wait for the voice command to load, one thing I would really want to tell you is that the speakers on this car are premium. Every sound that comes out of those speakers, you are going to enjoy it.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So let's try the voice command and see if it will work. So turn on radio.
Did you mean DOM?
No, I meant turn on radio.
Please speak quieter.
You see, it's a baby girl. Haitaki kushautiwa. Turn on radio.
Please speak quieter.
Yeah, she has refused to obey my commands, just like our beautiful ladies who hawataki kushautiwa.
Oh, don't shout at me, please. I'm not shouting.
The Volkswagen imekataa kushautiwa. No, shut up. So let's go to the rear and see how the 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant feels at the rear. There's nothing satisfying like the third that comes with German machines. So when you step inside the interior of the 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant, space is where it shines. You see, I'm not the tallest or the shortest person, but you can see I have plenty of headroom, and also my knee room is okay. However, if 3 people were to sit in this car, the middle person will quite have some trouble, because this car has a transmission tunnel which houses things like your exhaust and also the propeller shaft if this car is all-wheel drive. Therefore 2 people might be comfortable. However, the third person might feel a little bit, anaweza kuwa amefinywa kidogo, but it can comfortably hold 3 people. However, mwenye atakaa hapa katikati, ule mtu wa lift ataumia kidogo. Also the middle part here doubles as an armrest, and also you have cup holders, but you can also lift this part here where you can access, you can put longer loads. If you're hauling longer loads, this car will be able to do that comfortably. Remember, this car has been made for people who want space, and space is what you get. how do you know that this car is a 1400cc or a 1200cc Mark 7 Golf? When you see the badges T, S and I are all silver, it automatically becomes a 1200cc engine. However, if the S and I are in red, it automatically becomes a 1400cc. And if the letters T, S and I are all in red, it then becomes a 2-liter engine. So let's check under the trunk and see how much space does the Volkswagen Mark 7 Golf variant comes with. The 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant comes with 605 liters worth of boot space. However, if you fold the rear seats, it can give you a colossal 1605 liters worth of boot space. I know that is enough boot space to carry enough cargo when you are hauling a lot of things. In summary, the 2017 Mark 7 Golf variant is a fantastic choice for those looking for a sleek, reliable and versatile car that offers both comfort and performance. Its efficient engine, spacious interior and refined handling makes it ideal for city drives and long journeys alike. If you are after a vehicle that balances practicality with a premium feel, the Golf variant should definitely be on your radar. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth car reviews. And if you're interested in this model or any others like it, come by our showroom, Kaman Autos along Kiambu Road and check out our latest deals and we will sort you out. See you next time. Thanks for watching.